Did you know your body may be getting weaker right now even as you're watching this? After 60, muscles and bones can quietly break down year after year, often without any warning, and most seniors don't realize it until simple movements start to feel hard. What you are witnessing is not just a moment of effort. It is a silent alarm, a biological betrayal happening within millions right now. Even as you watch this, a quiet thief is at work, stealing not your possessions, but your autonomy. Your bone density can dissolve at a rate of 2% per year after 60. By 75, you may have surrendered 30% of the muscle you once commanded at 30. This is not about vanity. It is about physics. It is about the simple, devastating equation of force versus gravity. Can your legs generate enough power to lift your body mass from a seat? Do your shoulders possess the strength to place a suitcase in an overhead bin? Has your sense of balance, your internal gyroscope, become so corroded that a stray rug is a cliff edge? Most people don't hear the whispers of this loss until it screams at them in a hospital room after a fall. The narrative we've been sold is one of inevitable, graceful decline, but that is a myth. What if I told you that the very systems that are fading can not only be preserved, but resurrected? Groundbreaking research paints a different picture, one not of surrender, but of reclamation. Targeted, consistent movement can act as a biological rewind button. It can reverse, not merely slow, years of strength decline. Sometimes in a matter of weeks, the body is waiting for the signal to rebuild. Today, you will learn how to send it. This video, after 60, skipping these 5 exercises could cost you your independence, is your blueprint. 5 movements, 7 total minutes, no gym, no equipment, just the science of survival translated into motion. But first, I need you to do something. Look into the comments, type your name, and where you're watching from. Let's make this real. Let's see the community that is choosing a different path. Our first exercise is so deceptively simple. We perform its shadow dozens of times a day, yet neglect its essence, the sit to stand. Think of it not as a repetition, but as a vote. Every time you perform it with intention, you cast a vote for independence. You are fortifying the very act of rising to answer the door, to greet a loved one, to simply walk to the window and see the world outside. This movement is a foundational pillar. It directly targets the quadriceps, the great engines of your thighs, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your core. These are not just muscles. They are your personal launch system. Here is how to engineer the perfect stand. Sit tall in your chair, your spine against the backrest like a keel against a dock. Plant your feet squarely, shoulder width apart. Now the critical shift. Lean your torso forward until your nose travels over your toes. This is not a hunch. It is a strategic weight transfer. You are moving your center of gravity over your base. Now push through your entire foot, but imagine your heels driving down into the earth. Stand with controlled power. Do not launch. Do not sway. Imagine a glass of water balanced on your head. Pause at the summit. Breathe. You have conquered gravity. Then the controlled descent. This is where the magic truly happens. Lower yourself slowly, as if you are sitting on a throne of thin ice. Do not collapse. Let your muscles act as hydraulic brakes. Inhale as you descend. Exhale as you rise. This breath-core connection is your internal weightlifting belt. Aim for 3 sets of 10, 3 times a week. If this becomes your new bedrock, increase the demand. Cross your arms over your chest. Now your legs must do the negotiating alone, without the leverage of swinging arms, the most common error. The momentum cheat, the frantic lunge forward to heave yourself up. That is not strength training, that is desperation. We are building calm, resilient power. Move with intention. Let the muscle fibers fire and realign. Now let us ascend to the second exercise, the overhead press. We must talk about what is lost overhead. The space above our shoulders becomes, for many, a forgotten territory. A shelf becomes a summit, a curtain rod, a distant peak. This is about more than fetching china. It is about maintaining the architecture of your shoulder joint, a complex, beautiful, and vulnerable ball and socket. When the muscles of the rotator cuff and deltoids wither, the joint becomes unstable. It's like a cathedral where the buttresses have crumbled, pain sets in, range of motion shrinks. And crucially, your arms become useless for breaking a fall. The overhead press rebuilds those buttresses. It forges strength in your shoulders, triceps, and chest while demanding fierce engagement from your core. You are not just pressing weight. You are pressing back against the shrinking of your world. Begin seated, your back supported. You are the scientist in the lab, perfecting the form before adding variables. Hold light weights, water bottles are perfect. Start at your shoulders, elbows bent like a drawn bow. Inhale. As you exhale, press upward along a straight path, as if you are pushing open a heavy cellar door directly above you. Do not lock your elbows at the top. Leave a micro bend, a courtesy to the joint. Pause. Feel the tension in the scaffolding you are rebuilding. Then, inhale as you lower with the same deliberate control. The mistake to vigilantly avoid? The back arch. Do not sacrifice your spine's neutrality for an inch of height. Keep your ribs down, your core engaged. The power must travel from your stabilized center, through your shoulders, and out through your arms. You have just learned how to reclaim the act of rising and how to rebuild the architecture of your reach. These are the first two pillars of your independence. But the next three exercises target something even more profound: your body's ability to catch you when the world tilts unexpectedly. What we reveal next is the hidden neurological key to preventing falls, a simple exercise that trains your nerves as much as your muscles. But what happens when you combine all five into a single daily ritual? The result is not just strength, it's a shield. We arrive at the third exercise, the wall push-up. There is a pervasive myth that push-ups belong to the young, to the gym floors, to those seeking vanity. This is a dangerous misconception. The push-up is, in its essence, a primal test of integrated strength. It connects your hands to your chest, your shoulders to your core in one kinetic chain. Think of every push you execute in a day, against a heavy door, against the arms of a chair to rise, against the air as you catch your balance. A weak pushing muscle chain is a life lived on the back foot, always yielding, never asserting. The wall push-up is your accessible entry point. It is the push-up distilled to its safe, potent essence. You are not avoiding the work. You are engineering the perfect angle for your body to adapt and thrive. Stand facing a wall. Place your palms flat, slightly wider than your shoulders. Step your feet back until you feel a gentle diagonal line from your head to your heels. You are now a plank leaning against the world. Inhale, and with absolute control, bend your elbows and bring your chest to meet the wall. Do not let your hips sag or your back arch. You are a single, solid unit. Then exhale and press the world away from you. This is not just an exercise. It is a rehearsal for every time you need to create distance between yourself and a threat, be it a physical obstacle or the ground itself. Progress is a ladder, not a leap from the wall. Move to a sturdy kitchen counter, then to a desk, then to your knees on the floor. Each step downward increases the percentage of your body weight you must move. This is progressive overload in its purest, most functional form, the mistake. Speed. This is not a race. It is a meditation on control. Flaring elbows out like wings also invites injury. Keep them at a 45-degree angle to your body, the safe, strong mechanical position. Exercise 4. The step-back lunge. Walking is a series of near falls caught. Each step is a moment of single-leg sovereignty. The lunge is the dedicated training for that sovereignty. We choose the step-back variation deliberately. Stepping forward can overload the knee joint. Stepping back is a retreat into strength. It is safer, more controlled, and teaches your front leg to act as a stable pillar, exactly what it must do when you climb a stair or step over a puddle. Stand tall, crown of your head reaching for the ceiling. Engage your core as if bracing for a gentle tap to the stomach. Now, step one leg back into space as if testing the temperature of water behind you. Lower your body until both knees form approximate right angles. Your front knee must track over your ankle, a strict architectural rule. Do not let it collapse inward. Push through the entire foot of your front leg. Imagine spreading the floor apart with your foot to return to standing. This movement is a forge for your quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings. But its secret power is in the stability it demands from your hips and core. It corrects imbalances, left to right. Inhale as you step into the void. Exhale as you return to center, solid once more. Now we reach the fifth and most neurologically profound exercise, the single leg balance. This is where we move from muscle to mystery too. The system known as proprioception. Your body's internal GPS, a network of sensors in your joints and muscles that constantly whispers to your brain, "You are here." With age, these whispers can fade into static. You become a stranger in your own spatial world. A stumble isn't corrected because the error signal arrives too late. The single leg balance is the recalibration of that signal. It looks like nothing. That is its genius. Stand near a wall or chair for insurance. Shift your weight to one leg, gently lift the other, simply bending the knee. You are now a tree on a windless day. Fix your gaze on a point on the horizon. Do not look down. Looking down is an admission of distrust in your own systems. Hold, breathe. Feel the tiny fires igniting in your ankle, your knee, your hip, your core, all the stabilizers you never think about, fighting a silent war against entropy. Start with 20 seconds. The goal is not to be perfectly still, but to correct the wobbles with grace. This is fall prevention in real time. You are teaching your nervous system to be a quicker, smarter editor of chaos. To advance, try it on a softer surface, a couch cushion on the floor. Or, with great caution and nearby support, close your eyes. When you remove vision, you force the proprioceptive sense to shout to be heard. This is the master class. These 5 movements are your new liturgy. Sit to stand, overhead press, wall push-up, step back lunge, single leg balance. Together, they are a full spectrum defense against the theft of your independence. They are not a workout. They are a maintenance protocol for the human machine, designed to keep you in the driver's seat of your own life. Consistency is your most powerful tool. Perfection is the enemy. Doing 5 minutes daily is a tidal force compared to a perfect hour once a month. Adapt them, own them. The chair is your gym. The wall is your trainer. Your body is the only equipment that ever mattered. Memory challenge. Of these 5, which exercise was described as your foundational launch system, the direct fortifier of your ability to rise? Was it A, the overhead press, B, the sit to stand, C, the wall push-up, or D, the single leg balance? Let me know in the comments, but I have a more important question for you. Which one of these 5 do you believe will make the most immediate difference in your daily life? Tell me why. I read every single comment, and I promise you, I will respond. This is your starting line, not a finish line. Every rep is a reclaiming. Every hold is a declaration. Your independence is worth 7 minutes a day. It is the most important investment you will ever make. If you are ready to take this journey, to build this shield with us, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we are just getting started. This channel is dedicated to turning the science of longevity into the art of living well, on your terms, with strength, with balance, and with unwavering confidence, wishing you not just longevity, but a vibrant, powerful, and independent life. Every single day,